Greetings, fellow citizens! Day 7 of the Expo, and today is Misc Day. Misc has some fantastic ships. As always, we have the Aorus on display every day. And we have the Misc Prospector, your single-seat solo mining ship. Right now you can make quite a bit of money in mining, and I'm sure it will stay that way. Next ship we have is a Reliant Core. If you like this ship and don't want to listen to what I have to say, then skip ahead. The Reliant Core has this very cool mechanic from going into flight mode from landing mode. In flight mode, this wing is vertical, not horizontal. And there are quite a few problems with the Reliant Core. First is, there are quite a few moons and planets with atmosphere, and you cannot take advantage of this huge wing as a lifting body because it's in the wrong orientation. Second problem is, if you have to leave the ship because it's about to get blown up, you have to first switch into landing mode, then you have to go to the back of the ship, to the ramp, and then you can leave the ship. There's no ejection seat, so this will take precious seconds. My guess is your chances of survival wouldn't be very good. Next problem is the guns. The guns are again wing guns and really far out, so you have a lot of problems with convergence. It gets even worse in the fighter version. The fighter version has its main guns in turrets at the wingtips. Chris, really? Ever heard of convergence? And even if the weapon control system takes care of convergence, what about targets of opportunity? Or if you want to shoot at players on a landing pad where you can never lock onto? And even this version, which is not the fighter version, look where the guns are placed. You can stand in front of this thing and no shot will ever hit you. Chris, this doesn't make sense. Let's see what else we have. We have the Starfarer. That's such a fantastic and great ship. Right now the Starfarer is bugged and has way too many shield hit points, and it's right now the toughest ship, even a little bit tougher than the Hammerhead. You need 9 size 9 torpedoes to kill a Starfarer right now, while you only need 8 for a Hammerhead. This will change in the future when this bug is fixed. It looks to me like the Hammerhead is supposed to have one stronghold shield generator, but it looks to me like it has right now one stronghold and one hidden Acura. What I don't like about this ship is the internal layout. This layout is more like a first-person shooter map than a real ship layout. Spawn a Starfarer for a new player and ask him to find the captain's quarters. Come back in an hour and see if he was successful. Spawn a Reclaimer or Hammerhead for a new player and ask the player to find the captain's quarters and see and you can see what I mean. Still, it's a very cool ship and I really like this ship. Hopefully one can make quite a lot of money with a Starfarer later in the game. And here's the Starfarer Gemini. It's a military version of the Starfarer. So what's the difference between the normal Starfarer and the Gemini? Difference is the Gemini is supposed to be better armored. In 2.6.3 the Gemini was tougher than the Starfarer, but since 3.0 there is no difference anymore, because item 2.0 isn't fully implemented yet, and because armor is really just an empty shell right now. I'm sure when we get real armor back into the game, the Gemini will be tougher than the regular Starfarer again. Second difference is you have 9 missiles at the front, you have bigger guns on the turret. However, the normal Starfarer has a much nicer blanket. The blanket of the Gemini is rather boring, while the blanket of the Starfarer has stars and rockets on it. And here we have the Freelancer. I really like this ship. This is your 18-wheeler hauler ship. It should be really good to make money in the game, hauling cargo. It's a nice ship. There are a few things that should get reworked. For instance, the turret, and again I'm dying. Why am I dying again? The turret reaches far too deep into the cargo hold. This could be fixed if this turret would be a remote controlled turret, which wouldn't be any problem, Chris. I think I'm dying. I'm suffocating as soon as I go inside. But this can be fixed. So please, Chris, give us a remote controlled turret. You have 4 seats in the cabin anyway. And we have some racers. Let's see if I could rent this. Yes, I could rent it. This is a Misc racer. This thing looks very Formula 1-like. I'm not into racing, so I didn't buy it. But those things look really great. If I'm not mistaken, I think we will get soon new variants of the Freelancer. So this was the Misc day. Misc has some very great and fantastic ships, but they also have this useless Reliant core. Sorry. In my opinion, this thing doesn't make any sense at all. But it's like so many things in Star Citizen, rule of cool. I hope you had fun watching this video and see you next time. Bye.